So I'll start off with the generalized prayer, and I'm just going to ask you to put in anybody else you want to receive healing into the group. So just say their names. Everybody say their names down.
Beth,
Leo,
Athena,
Victor, Kimberly, Anthony, Sasha, Amy,
Amelia,
Sasha, Kate,
Chris,
Austin, Rena,
Carl,
Angie,
Marilyn,
David,
Wanda,
God,
myself,
family, Uncle
Carlene, Vicky, Kathy, Denny,
Yvonne, Michelle.
all my friends,
Jessica,
the world.
the world.
Very good. So we're covering our territory, like usual. Divine Infinite Spirit. Thank you for being with us, for being one with us, for flowing through us and all around us. We ask that we are clear, centered, grounded, balanced, aligned, and filled with light, love, peace, and joy. We ask for the help of the ascended beings, the masters, the guides, the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Ariel, Ezekiel, Metatron, Azariah, Ezekiel, Sinshel, Zakiel, all light beings that wish to participate, who are beings of healing and well-being. That got us a crowd. And I can feel the vibration rising as this crowd of beings has come in. Continue to go up the vibration. And some of you may be feeling the light beings that are here to help. And then this beautiful opalescent energy is coming in. It's like a combined energy coming to us. Joe, tell her she's getting it too. Hi, Holly. And it's moving into our trunk. For some of you may feel it still up in your throat and shoulders. I feel it in some thighs. And we have some people with some porous bones. So it's working on porous bones. So it's going to work on bony system first, skeletal system. Some of you may begin to feel some shifting in your spine or your hips, your knees, your feet, hands, wherever in your bones that you need of it. Some of you have had broken bones in the past, and it's working on what was left behind, where the bones aren't quite even. They have like a scar on the bone. Some of you have muscular skeletal connections that are a little off, and it's using little levers to go in and jack up where it needs to be jacked up to give you the proper spacing. A couple of people seem to have some kyphotic curve in their spines where their spine wants to go forward. And it's pulling you back. It's working on pelvic distortion. A number of you have pelvic regions that either lean forward or come up from the bottom. All of which puts more wear and tear on the rest of your musculoskeletal system. Blow out. There's some adjustment to kneecaps. Who has a weakened kneecap? Okay. It's continuing to work through that system, and it's trying to reprogram your etheric subtle body, your first subtle body, to give you a good roadmap for how your bones should be sitting with each other. Some of our bones just aren't comfortable with each other. This results in aches and pains. And some of you have joints that retain some fluid in them that shouldn't be there. Other of you do not have enough lubricant. Blow out. And blow. Working in jaws, tight jaws. In temporomandibular area. Right in here for some of you. Blow out. I feel some heart valve problems. So it's also beginning to switch over to the cardiovascular system. So with the switchover, it's continuing to work on your skeletal system and the way the muscles and ligaments and tendons attach. But it's also now adding in the cardiovascular system, starting with a few of you that have some heart valve issues. Blow out. And blow. And some of you may feel it in the arteries and blood vessels around your heart, where it's unconstricting the size of those blood vessels. And with this, as it works on through the cardiovascular system, all the little levers in your blood vessels that get your blood back up to your heart. Once it flows down, it has to flow back. It's working on those to make them more healthy and more adjustable, more flexible, more able to pump the blood back up. Some of you may feel energy kind of feel like it's rushing to your head, but what that really is, you're getting more blood flow. Blow out. And the way that is being accomplished is simply when I began to pick up that beat there, where people have the slight rhythm problem with their heart due to their heart valves not going lub-a-dub, but kind of laboring a little bit more. I began to get the energy flowing directly through the bloodstream, through the blood vessels, into the heart. It continues to work on your muscular skeletal system as well. Some of you may feel some pressure relief up in the top of your head. Blow. Hey, Ralph. Hi, Cindy. Blow out. And some of you have been holding your energy up around your heart and in your chest and not able to breathe as fully as you should. So it's become cardiovascular pulmonary. And waves of, oh my God, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Oh my God, Who's gonna get me? What's gonna get me? How am I gonna get run over this time? That's coming out of your throat. What truck's gonna hit me next? And I can feel changes in the capillaries inside the lungs. And bioelectric sweep through your blood, working platelets and correct distribution of blood cells. Where you need stimulation to make more of one type of cell, it's doing that. And where you need repression to have fewer of some types of cells, it's doing that. Or platelets, or whatever else components you have in your blood. It's also giving some of you an antimicrobial energy. How many of you had COVID? Yeah, I can feel that. It's working on that. Some of you have herpes virus. The kind that just lives out in your body and comes out on your lips or whatever. Blowout. So continuing to work through body systems and what they do. You know, there is a fine balance between your bones and your bloodstream. And it's working on better integrating what goes into your bones, what comes out of your bones, what goes directly into your bloodstream, and what goes into your body. So an influx of energy and nutrients into your cells. Wow. I would say that's pretty normal, Holly. I think most people are buzzing. Everybody buzzing? And blow out. Julie is. And then with the porousness in some people's bones is taking minerals and trying to find minerals that you haven't used and input them into your bone structure. It's also working with your thyroid, parathyroids, and adrenals to make sure you have the right amount of calcium in your blood. Not too much, not too little. That can then transfer blow out. blow. And then there are some who are having difficulty feeling energized. Like you have enough energy to do everything you need to do. Blow out. And for some of you, your heart chakras are beginning to open better, and it's like a weight coming out of your heart, an outcry from your heart. For some of you, of feelings of abuse, like you've been abused by too many people over a long period of time, and haven't known what to do with all of those feelings. And it carries over into more feelings of abuse. So once we have felt abused, often we always feel abused thereafter. Not on purpose, but that's just because the original feelings were never dealt with. So there's a lot of healing going on in that, and that ties into our cardiovascular pulmonary health, our bone health, our generalized health. Blow out. And then there are a couple of people who seem to experience fluid retention. Not everyone, but some. And it's begun to place little taps, or if you already have some taps in you, it's turning them on for you, where fluid begins to drain from your body. Excess, unprocessed fluid. And many have some toxins clearing out of their cells. Some of you have some plastic in your body. And livers are clearing. biochemical responses are beginning to improve as you detoxify from your cells. Blow out. Who's not sleeping well? Yeah, I think it's more than just the first few hands I saw. So, okay. So is working on being able to sleep better by helping to clear the glia cells, the support cells in the brain, and also working on neurochemical balance in the brain. Working on the receptors, that the chemical receptors in the brain that aren't always uptaking what they need to uptake. Blow out. And then there are people who have scar tissue in their body that's left over from surgery or physical wounds. Are there people who have had surgery who don't feel as much in the area where they had it? Like the nerve endings don't work as well. Yeah. So working on that. Blow out. Making tissue more pliable. And there is a redistribution of some fluids in the body. Taps are still going on and off as needed to release excess fluid from some of you. It's like turning on the faucet. Blow out. And anywhere in your body where the tissue is more brittle than it should be. Is working on it. Meat tenderizer. Or organ tenderizer. And there are some whose thyroids do not work correctly. High or low. Some high, some low. It's seeking to improve and correct your thyroid balance. And in the thyroid balance, working with the other glands that tell the thyroid what to do, to make more thyroxine or not. Blow out. And blow. There seem to be some vision issues. Your eyeballs are too hard. The tissue inside is not jelly anymore, it's hardened. And for others, there's just nearsighted, farsighted problems. For some, it's both. You're both nearsighted and farsighted. Let me know if you can feel that working in eyes. And some people have muscular problems with their eyes, and it's working on those muscles. Flow. Some of you need a good stretch. Like all over. Oh, yes, you do. And it's actually gonna make you feel like you've been put in traction and just stretch you out. It feels better. And then it runs along, and any place that is contracting, it's working with the muscles, ligaments, and tendons to cause less contraction. Some of you have that in your intestines, where your intestines are constantly in a state of muscular contraction. Blow out. And then I get the sense of each of you being attended to by a different ascended being, a group of ascended beings. And they want to give you an initiation. That has to do with more higher ordered thinking, more ability to get together informations and assimilate them rapidly and without conscious thought into coherence, and to bring it forth as part of your manifestation process, like being able to pull something out of the air and have it come into being. For others, it will be slightly different than that, a different play on that depending on the individual, but here it comes. Strong download. Very focused on clarity. A vision, a purpose of being able to see something and have it arise. And gaining insight from whatever you do. Blow out. Let me know when you can feel it running down your spine and into your root. Good. And you all are gathering all your strength together. Whether your energy is scattered from physical trauma or mental and emotional upheaval or past exploits, or not being able to deal with the reality in front of you because it hurts, for whatever reason, energy has become floating around in pieces. It's pulling it all back together to make a cohesive whole. Whoa. like you're being reassembled. And from each part of you that settles in like a puzzle piece, it gives its energy over to all of you. For cohesion and unification. There are some people having some reflux issues. Who has reflux issues? That feels pretty widespread, so there must be people that you mentioned as well who have reflux issues. And is working on it. It's also working on the ability to absorb nutrients from your food. I feel like I'm running my hands down a collective intestine, so everybody's intestines, feeling where they're right and where they're not so great. Some of them have hot spots, and some of them have cold spots. So evening out the temperature inside the intestines so that they're more fluid, easier to work. Less inflammation and no places that just get stuck. And then I feel like I'm running along inside of them, flicking open your valves, just with a key or something, flip it open. I never get bored doing this job. Blow out. Blow. Working on allergy. Quite a few people here are having some allergy. Some of it to food, which is probably why your intestines needed those spots worked on. And some of it nasal. Sinus. Throat drainage. And lung, expanding the lungs. Who has asthma? Working on asthma. But I feel more than one person actually has some congestion in their lungs. Blow out, throat chakra clears. Heart chakra clears some more, third chakra clears. And desensitizing some of you to substances like allergies or substances like chemical sensitivities. Blow out. Tell Betty I've got her back and her feet. And there are people worried about their children. And the children have various things going on with them. So the energy looks like a branching tree, and it's just going down into the people who are worried about their children, into the children, and working specifically on any problem that child has. Is anyone knowing someone who has psychosis? Okay. I'm trying to quiet that mind. And then working with depression for some of the people you're connected to, and for a few of you. And then anxiety is running out your feet of many of you. Some of you don't even recognize it as anxiety. That if you can feel something going out your feet, that's what it is. Then I'm feeling a couple of people whose aura isn't acting as an effective separator between your personal space and other people's personal space. like you're feeling other people too much. Which is fine. It's fine to feel other people, but don't let it erode your energy. Don't give your energy away. By keeping your aura intact and functioning properly. Pull out. So auras are sorting themselves out. They come in fuller and fluffier and better maintained. And then energy is dumping down into the lower half of your body. Blow out. And then there's an electrical pulse moving through most of you. Connecting, connecting, connecting. Your toes to your head. Your mind to your emotions. Inside of you to outside of you. And it's for some of you deadening some nerve endings where you're having pain. It's temporary, but it will give you some relief. Giving you anti-inflammatories. Whose feet are hurting? Yeah. You can feel them hurting. So it's giving you the anti-inflammatory in your feet. It's also adjusting your ankles. And the way the bones move in the top of your feet as well as the bottom. Like they're supposed to be flexible, but they're not. Then you're beginning to ground. And energy runs back up your body very strongly. It is in. Blow out. Now feel you settling into yourselves. And the beings that have been here, each of you is receiving like another blessing from all of those beings. You'll receive it in different ways, and some of you may receive a gift. So let your mind be open to the gift you're receiving. Has anybody been worried about their federal retirement or Social Security?
My husband has been.
Yeah, I can feel some concerns along those lines. So do know they will work out the debt ceiling thing. It may be in increments. We'll do it for another month, we'll expend it for a month or another month, but things will roll along. And I don't know exactly the day they do it, so don't hold me to an exact time, but it will get worked out. And it does feel like it's in increments, so. I don't see people doing without money. All right. Anybody have a question before we move on? Did anybody see a gift? Yeah, what'd you see?
So, Wanda, I saw a string of pearls coming down around my neck.
Lovely. What does that mean to you?
That means to me that each of those pearls represent a vortex of energy that are strung along the necklace, but in actuality, they go on forever. And I am the pearls on that necklace. And it's sort of continuity and just the beautifulness of the energy.
Yeah, it feels really good. And Joe?
I got the ability to classify and organize in a way that I wasn't able to before.
Yay. That sounds good for everybody. And Julie?
I heard healing and divine, like higher understanding.
Good.
And I want you to know that I was when you were doing it, I was saying, oh my gosh, what a blessing you are. And then you said it right after we're going to receive blessings. So thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad you got one from all of them. All right. Anybody else have a gift? Michelle, and then I'll come to Douglas. If I don't see your hand, put your little hand up on there so I can see it. Michelle?
I saw a ray of white light that came straight down into the center of my entire field. Almost like a fountain. I could see like waves going out as it was hitting, but not water. It was just waves of energy. So beautiful, divine white light coming in.
Lovely. And Douglas?
I was handed a bar of gold, and it was against my heart. So it was felt as a heart of gold. So it just felt really nice.
You and Neil Young, huh? Okay, that's great. All right. And then I do not see the person who's called or who sent us a message saying she wanted a healing today, but I don't think she's here. If I'm wrong, let me know. There was one of you send me a message, because I don't see her name. Okay, but we'll do Teresa, and Julie will add you since you had surgery. Okay. So if everybody could focus, Teresa and Julie. And we're gonna join the energy of the group together. You might want to send some to Yvonne as well. She's not feeling well.
I have a bad cold too.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that. Okay. So let's all send energy to these lovely folks. Let's keep it joined together. Make sure you stay joined together. There you go. Yeah, we can send it as one. Let us know when you start to feel it come in. Good. Slightly different going into each of you because you have different needs. A lot of pain reliever in there. A lot of further detoxification, Teresa. Also for Yvonne. A lot of killing off viruses for Elizabeth. We won't call it killing them, we'll call it chasing them away, because I don't like to kill anything. But asking them to just leave her body and go somewhere else. Out in the ethos where they don't hurt people. So it looks like you have a stream of bugs coming out of you, Elizabeth. Donna, do we need to include your daughter?
Thank you for asking. She is great.
Okay. Glad to hear that. Or you
Molly, please. Molly's having a lot of problems. Thank you.
And Wanda, my husband. Thank you.
who was that, Julie?
Brad. My husband. Thank
So expand your focus a little bit, and we're all sending energy. Incredibly, even Zen is sending energy. And I don't know where Lovey is, but Lovey's sending energy. Big old good-hearted Lovey. Blow out those of you who are receiving. And blow. Teresa, it's your liver that's having trouble detoxifying. So I'm gonna focus a little more on your liver. Julie, what did you need? Yeah, yours too? Okay. Also, your kidneys are not able to keep up with all of it as well. So just letting you know and sending extra energy there. And there's some brain fog. And Elizabeth, you're just kind of exhausted. And the energy is going to shift because some ascended beings are coming in to incorporate all of us into the streams of energy that they're providing. One is Saint Germain. Has someone been having stomach cramps amongst you? Okay, it's working on that too. I also feel that some of you are relaxing so you can rest better, which will help you heal better. And it never did stop working on your feet. Yeah, so it's still working on your feet. Go out. Douglas, anything you need sense that you need to say to any of these people that might help them?
Allowed to receive and relax and be supported, and to not allow your mind to create worry or propagate worry for others, just to feel that you're being supported and receiving, and deepen into that.
Yeah. Good. Michelle, you have anything to offer?
What I have been seeing is that each of those who were in need of healing had their arms clasped to demonstrate, I suppose, the support that you have in this community and around you. But I also saw a very deep-seated happiness, very deep within. And so what I saw as there was a circle of energy, that each of you had a huge smile on your face, and it was being felt deep within. So that's a part of your healing as well.
Good. Ralph?
Just feeling the higher dimensional energies coming in and serving everyone.
Good. Neil?
Sorry, I was drifting off and thinking about something.
That's okay. Jane? Can't hear you, Jane.
Jane, you're muted.
Thank you. I was feeling a variety of feelings in my body, especially where you were working, a lot of things that you said you were working on, like vertebrae and things like that resonated with me big time. I thought to myself, I'm a perfect one to receive this healing today, because all these little bits and pieces need attending to. So yeah, I felt it, but nothing, no vision of anything.
Okay. Any messages for the people that we're working on now?
Oh yeah. The people I sent to you, yeah, my sister keeps saying she feels better and better and better. She has emphysema quite, I mean, it's going to take her life. There's no doubt. And yeah, I kept seeing her breathing easier because she's on oxygen 24/7. And a lot of people are, but she's not on a light dose or anything like that. And she's happier, even though her husband just passed away not too long ago. And that was a blessing because, oh my God, such pain he had from his cancer. So I see him right now and he's shaking his head, yeah. And he's always sort of standing there with his arms folded, telling me to tell my sister that he's waiting for her, but she doesn't need to hurry. She doesn't need to hurry. Take your time, he says. Oh, if I go into my head, I'll see a lot of people. But with regards to today, most everything was a sensation and not a vision. And I liked it. Can we do it again?
Next time. Donna, do you have anything to add?
No,
Okay.
I have been listening. Thank you very much.
And Kimber?
Just to keep a deep-seated vision of trust that we are well, that everybody is well and has the ability to heal, and to keep love deep-seated in their heart and soul.
I agree, Kimber. We're all whole, and the process of healing is remembering that you are. There's Lovey. We're blessed with kitties. All right, the streams of energy have differentiated. So each of you is in, again, a different color ray right now that we were sending energy. Teresa, Yvonne, and Elizabeth, Julie, and your husband, and Molly. And Molly is receiving some energy that has to do with being able to pull her thoughts together and stabilize mood. If that helps to know what's going on. Well, and all of you who are receiving the healing, it's like your core is cleansing and you're becoming more fulfilled. So I think that is our time. Is that right, Donna?
It wouldn't unmute, sorry. Yes, it is. 3 minutes left.
Okay, we need somebody to say a closing prayer. Do we have one of the ministers who wants to say a closing prayer?
I'll say a closing prayer, Wanda. So first of all, thank you very much for the energy that you shared with me and with everyone else today. And this is always such a wonderful expression of community coming together like this. The more we share our energy, the more we can identify what it is like to us and to others. So thank you, Divine Infinite Spirit, for being here together with us, for bringing us all together with purpose and commitment and the intention to heal others and ourselves. And thank all the divine energies that took so many forms today, forms of elementals, avatars, the angelic realm, the cosmic beings who joined us today, bringing us exactly what we needed and exposing themselves and their energies to us in the form of gifts, which were unexpected but much appreciated. So let all the energies continue, keeping the heart and all the chakras open, walking our path in golden light, forward in love for ourselves and for each other. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Well, is it okay if I say a thank you to everyone? I can't even tell you how many things resonated. And just so you know, it was spine surgery. I had 3 the last few months. So everything that everyone said just really resonated. I'm truly grateful. Thank you all.
And I hope your husband feels better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie.
Really grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Love you all.
Love you.
You.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Everybody, good to see everybody. Thank you,
Bye.
Wanda.
Love you all. Thank you.
Bye.